I want to thank you for this opportunity to send you greetings from Stockholm to Salzburg and to say a few words on the Swedish approach to dealing with the ongoing pandemic. This spread of the coronavirus has indeed affected us all profoundly, as individuals, as countries, as a European Union, and globally. And I think it has demonstrated how much we do depend on each other, particularly when it comes to combating this pandemic. We are currently managing a type of crisis that we've never seen before. The unity of our union was initially not that good, I'd say, with the closing of borders, closing both for individuals and for supplies of critical medical equipment. The concept of EU solidarity was clearly questioned at that time. And we voiced serious concern over this. We said that we do need close cooperation to tackle cross-border challenges, especially as serious as this one. And we also need to stay open to the world, while, of course, upholding the fundamental value of our common single market. With support of the Commission, and after increased cooperation between member states, the situation has improved significantly. The economic perspective has also been brought forward after the initial crisis management. And it was really important to reach an agreement at the EU Summit in July, that 5 or 6 day summit that led to a decision on the budget for the EU for the next 7 years and also on the recovery fund. And this surely will help to strengthen the union in these times of need. So, in my view, the COVID-19 pandemic has strengthened the argument that we need more cooperation in the European Union, not less. When it comes to Sweden's actions in combating the pandemic itself, it has been based on knowledge and on proven experience, of course. And it has been important for us to take measures that are effective and that are characterized by persistence and participation, particularly since this virus probably will remain in our societies for a long time still. Right now, we have in my country a more positive development with a reduced number of infections. We have fewer persons in hospitals, we have fewer deaths, but we cannot relax. The numbers may rise again in the future. We recognize, of course, every country must consider its own specific situation and its own national context when deciding on how to deal with this coronavirus. But my conclusion is that much of the work that has been done to prevent further infections have been done in a similar way in different countries, with the similar goals. Maybe sometimes with different methods, but with the similar goals. One noticeable difference has been that Sweden has kept our primary schools open all through this year. We believe that this has given children here the possibility to live as normal lives as possible all through the crisis. And as a consequence, actually, a larger proportion of the workforce has been able to continue to their daily work, primarily from home for many, but also in the highly maintained healthcare sector. And this, I must say, without any real indication of any increase in the spread of infection due to this. However, or whatever the situation is, I believe that all countries have a lot to learn from each other's experiences. We in Sweden, the Swedish government, we have recently appointed a special commission that has a mandate to evaluate all the measures taken here to limit the spread of the virus. And it will present its final conclusions and findings by February 2022. I hope that not only Swedes, but also the global community will find these conclusions interesting, as we will also look at the conclusions in other countries. And I'm convinced that information sharing and cooperation will be very much key to eventually defeating this pandemic. Thank you so much for listening, and I wish you a good day in Salzburg.